I'm going to show you how to sew a button, and the first step is to thread your needle. So you need to have some thread, and this is the eye of the needle. You gotta get your thread through the eye and pull so that both sides of your thread are even. And then you take both pieces. I like to wrap them loosely around my pointer finger and twirl it around to make a nice big knot so that it doesn't go through the back of my felt. The back of my felt has marker, and that's how I know it's the back. So I'm going to start my needle from the back, right where I want to sew my button, and I'm going to pull it so that my knot goes right up against there. Then I'm going to put my button on and place it where I want it. Now I'm going to go through the opposite hole. So I have my string is coming through this top hole. I'm going to go diagonally across and go through that. Getting caught on my monster here. Now the tricky part is now when you're trying to come up through the back, you're kind of blindly poking around until the needle comes up through the hole that you want. And I'm going to do the same thing 3 times. So I'm going up and down through the same holes 3 times to secure this button on. So okay, now from the back I'm going to poke around until I come up through this opposite hole. So I'm coming through this one and I'm going to go up diagonally across to make an X with my string basically. And I'm going to do that 3 times as well. And our last one. And now I'm done sewing my button, but now I need to tie it to make sure that it stays. So there's a pretty big mess of stuff here. It's thread. I'm just going to get my needle underneath as much of it as I can. And when I'm pulling, I don't want to pull too far because see this loop right here? This loop is what you want to put your needle through like that, and then you're going to pull, and that's a knot. And just like I did the others 3 times, I'm going to do this 3 times as well. So I have to find my loop, put my needle through, and pull. And as the thread gets shorter, it gets a little trickier. And pull. When I'm cutting my needle and thread from my monster or from the back of my, button or whatever, don't cut too close to the knot and the stitching. You want to leave a little bit of string so that you don't accidentally cut your stitching. And there you have it. That's it. That's how you sew a button.